Hello everyone, this is Xander Turon and I am back with game 25 of the first Reddit Open Paddy Field tournament. In this battle on the blue team, we have N-Tech with an Israeli general deck. And on the red team we have Firestarter with a Yugoslavian general deck. Just get this underway. BTR 40. Yep, that is a BTR 40. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Fair chunk of points here. Got Ramrecki with Maglans in it, by the looks of it. Mikava 3B. And we've seen it before, 155 point tank. Only real setting point is the Mark 19 hidden behind, 21 frontal armor. Got Mikava 2A. With, looks like upvetted VA 90 in it. Tron 5 Blazer for recon. Machbet for air support. And you got two Zeldas, and they appear to have hardened infantry in them, so that's either upvetted VA 90 or downvetted Givati. Aside from that, what else we got? More Ramrecki with Maglan. Dorban LR. And two Manpad teams in Zeldas. Appears to be... it's probably the Barkan or whatever, the Stinger A at 15 points. Or I guess it could be Bazaks, which are the Red Eye. Don't know why you'd use them. Then again, I already saw Bazaks earlier in the tournament, so you never know. Anyway, you got, looks like two command start. Yep, BTR 40 staying back in Echo, and the NF is going for Charlie for that lovely +2. And as well, we got some hardened infantry in Anafa. I'm guessing it's going to be downvetted Zahanim? Whatever. The paratroop, the Israeli paratroopers. And over here we have Manpad and Zelda and a Mikava 1. Yeah. Okay. And over here with Firestarter, let's see, we got, looks like, can't see what that is. OT, TAB 71. That's going to be, Pato Branchy 90 in there most likely. Got the buff 30 for that fast-wheeled air defense. MH Greyhound for recon, and a T-55A for recon. As well, we got BVP M80A, that appears to be either downvetted Proletariat some description, or upvetted Meo Savannah. And we got OTM 60PB, that's going to be Meo Savannah in there. And we got OTM 60P, that's probably downvetted Proletary. And T-55A recon. I'm guessing there's going to be downvetted Proletary 75 in the M80A, but I'm not too sure. Looks like two command start from both players. They both want to get that +2. Or stop the other person from getting a +2, I guess. Anyway, Pinsgauer, that's going to be Glenicari. And the M60P, that's going to be the Droog. Greyhound for recon. Pato Branchy 90 for fast, not Eric's. And what else? OTM 60, that's going to be Mea Savannah. Proletariat most likely. And Sava. So it looks like Firestarter's kind of not quite an even split. It looks like he's maybe a bit more focused towards Alpha. Bravo is definitely going to be putting some forces into golf. As for N-Tech, looks like he's banking on doing a Alpha push maybe. Because he does not seem to be sending much to Foxtrot. These guys might swing up into golf. Otherwise, maybe they might not. Okay. Looks like T-55 Ace. I'm guessing the T-55A is going to be watching down here. Oh, and calling out some Pragas. Looks like he does not want his CVs getting sniped. It's understandable, I guess. And let's see what we got here. Okay, so he's unloading his Maglans and all these guys down here on Charlie. It's interesting. And he's putting his bar cannon and Dorbans into there. That's weird. I guess he's going defensive here. Or maybe he doesn't quite understand and you want to push golf. He's ranked as private. Oh, Ramreiki's all the way over there. Yeah, they're not going to do much against some Paddy. Especially once the M80 start opening up on him. Does he have any recon? Yeah, he still has a Tron 5. Oh, and that Makava 3B drives right into the buildings. That'd be silly. Oh, but the Paddy are out in the open and get just instantly annihilated. Tron 5 is taking its sweet time to aim at that T-55A. Oh, but it's going to drive right into this proletary. Kava 3B looks like it took a side shot from the T-55A. That's just, yeah, like Firestarter just has free reign. He has golf. It got given to him, and now he's going to probably start pushing in Foxtrot. Especially once he stabilizes the situation in Alpha. Okay. Yeah, Makava actually... Oh no, Makava goes down. Looks like he took some side shots from the Mayo Savannah. Yeah, looks like he got double tapped on the side. Oh, yeah. M8's actually swinging down through here. Don't know if that Anafa's going to be seeing it. Nope, Anafa's... Yeah, it's below the tree line, so I won't see it. 3B's still there. Yeah, line of 3's getting wrecked. Ooh. Looks like the Dorband's doing their thing. Or actually it's the Maglan doing their thing. Oh, Nakbat did put some fire in, but it looks like it's falling back. Yes, sir. For resupply. Oh boy. I'm not quite sure how that's going to go for him. Tron 5 is just going in by itself. Looks like we got more Maglans coming in. Maglans over here are just popping some light armor, some transports. Oh, Zelda's, yeah. Looks like he's trying to resupply the Makava. Oh, looks like the proletariat or the Paddy are going to make into the town there. That Makava's in a bad spot because I would not be surprised if a Super Gala came flying in after it. Oh, and yeah, especially since the Nakbat's down. Oh, but the grenade launcher and a hit from the main gun in the Makava definitely hit these guys a little bit. Not a lot though. Yep, Greyhound's behind the spawn now. Oh, but the safe end can spot it. It just hasn't identified it. Oh, when I wasn't looking, the Makava 3B got wrecked. Where is it? Is it right there? Yep. Judging by the position of the sun and the moon in the sky, I'm guessing it was a side shot from the Paddy. Oh, L-15M, probably bombing in here. N-Tech captured Foxtrot for the +1. Its only air defense is the Bazak, or the Barkans. Oh, looks like got the Dorban instead. And now these guys are just going to walk right across the open. Meanwhile, Firestarter is just kind of bypassing the Maglans and the Givati. And he's just sending dudes straight into Bravo. See if Paddy's going to cut them off from their supplies and just wear them down pretty quickly, most likely, because Givati, Maglan, Barkan, not a whole lot. It'd probably be annoying to deal with, but it's not really the end of the world. And he probably might just end up L-15Ming it to death. Oh, and the Makava is, and the M84A. Well, Makava shooting the infantry, M84AN is just wrecking the Makava. Greyhound's just sitting there. Nope. More Maglans, but it's... Oh, nobody's gonna unload them right there. Alright. Blew up there. T-55A. Oh, the Maglans here. Took it out. And that Rimwrecker just drove right in. Oh, BTR-40 Picard's engaging with his Browning. It's going to get wrecked. Oh, nope, yeah, he's pulling it back now. He's realized it's in danger. Anyway, that does mean that NTech, since he had a +1, is now at 36 conquest points. Proletariat almost into the tree line. And it's Proletariat 92. A Barak. Oh. The Makava one got a firing computer reset on the M84N and then got finished off by the Barak, but it took a hit from the Sava, so it's going to be a... And also that was a critical hit. That's 6 HE, so I think I probably left it on like 1 or 2 HB, so it's going to be a while before it's back out. Zelda's just sitting there and dying. BTR-40 is going to run a little bit further by the looks of it. And yeah, it's just... Antech's going to have to do something about that. Because that's dude's right at his doorstep. And yeah, Firestarter is just... I guess he decided he's just going to ignore these guys for now because they're really not much of a threat to him. They're going to sit there and they're not going to do anything. You know, he already has golf. And he's in Foxtrot, so... Not a lot of reason for him to dedicate a bunch of points to taking these out. Oh, I think the Greyhound was spotted. Or is spotted, yeah, the safe end can see it. So, Blazer's coming out for it. Oh, and Tex recaptured Foxtrot. He put his BTR over here. But he's not happy with the position. Was it spotted? Was it being spotted? I can't tell. Oh, that Greyhound's also there on the far side of the river. It can just drive through and spot the BTR. Probably won't be able to kill it because it's like, what, 3 AP? 2 AP, yeah. Oh, that Yasu actually got completely drained by the Maglans. And there's another one there. Is he actually relying on supply helicopters? And those are big ones too. I know they're not like they're not the Super Stallions, so they're not the borderline flying fob. They're just a 35-pointer. I think even like a CH1, like the Chinooks carry more than that. The big ones. They're like, are they 2100? I can't remember. I think they're like a whatever. It doesn't matter. Irrelevant to this replay. Oh, and it looks like Firestarter's getting ready to put the boots to these guys. There's Spawner just getting engaged out in the open. But that's drawing... Basically, it's making the Givati fire, so now they're getting engaged by the Pato Branch, the Mayo Savannah, and an BB. And an L-15M's coming to give them the good news as well. And the Maglans aren't engaging anything. Oh, looks like now they're going after the BVP, but they... Oh, a Lavi put a couple Pythons. Oh, right, because it's only 4 HG on the Python 3. Oh, Maglans are getting hurt up pretty good by that Bob 30. Yep, they're panicked. They missed their final spike. They're done. They're done for. There's one guy left. And Firestarter's captured Alpha for that +1, so now scores are at 0, or acquisitions at 0-0, but NTech's at 57-4. Firestarter's going to need to get more conquest points. Because, you know, that's obviously the only way to win a conquest game. Oh, a Pracha. Pracha? Pracha? I don't know how it's pronounced. This thing is an R-73A infrared missile with a S-24 booster rocket stuck to it to give it more range. And somehow it's basically as good as a Crotale. You just don't get as many of them per platform. Oh, and Lavi's bombing. Probably going after the M1107. It takes a little bit of damage from the Bob 30, but not a lot. And the M1107 also makes it out alive. Greyhound went down, presumably to the Blazer. Ooh, and there's a Chenev coming out. Oh, Makava 2A is being engaged by Pato Branchi, but it's... if it can spot him, it will wreck him. Because they're gonna need 2 hits, but I think at this point they're just... Oh, wait. They see it? Nope, they're dead. Yeah, I got it down to one man though. No, yes, sir's coming in. Oh my. Resupply, supply. They can be useful. Like, I know a lot of people hate on them for just being, not very good, but they do have their use, especially the bigger ones. But they're, for the most part, especially in a 1v1, they're just not really that useful. They're good if you're trying to supply things over a long range, or using them as more of an intermediate, like especially with the flying fobs like the MI-26 or the MI-36 or whatever. The really big one the Soviets have is like 90 points. I can't remember which one it is exactly. Like you stick that, halfway between your FOB and your front line, or close, just a little bit behind your front line, and you just use your supply trucks to ferry supply from the helicopter to the front line. Or to wherever you need it. Well, looks like N-Tech is trying to get some Gavati into the forest. Oh. M60P is going down to Makava. But the Proletarian 90 and them are going to be okay, and the AN's probably going to have words with that Makava. Yeah. Claudia getting in there, though. Oh, they're not attack moving, they're just walking in. Oh, looks like they're stopping now. Oh, and the Barak is... Okay, it's going after the AM, that's what it's doing. And the Maglans get it. Looks like he evac'd it after got the first salvo off. Oh, T-55 AK coming out for golf. I could have sworn that thing had more top armor. Guess it's only one top armor. If it had a 2 top armor, that would make sense. It probably should have 2 top armor. If a Leopard 1 command... If a Leopard C1 has 2 top armor, then a T-55 AK should probably have 2 top armor. Anyway, L-15M... That's a good hit. Got a Zelda, wrecked some Gavati. They're still alive, but it's just one guy. Oh, these guys have 2 boom bars left. And that, yes sir, is resupplying some dudes. The Makava one's in the fight. Yeah, Paddy would need 2 hits from the front to take out the Makava. Oh my, I'm coughing. BTR-40 Picard. Is he sending that up to Bravo? That is a little bit ballsy and kind of foolish because he has no control over Bravo whatsoever. I guess he just doesn't want Firestarter having that +1 ticking. Because, yeah, Firestarter, like I said, he put the T-55 AK to golf. That's giving him +1. N-Tech's at 64, Firestarter's at 16. And it probably won't take Firestarter that long to bridge the gap. Oh, hey, L-15M. Probably going for these guys. No air defense. There's a Genev somewhere I saw. Not quite sure where that went. It was somewhere. I could have sworn I saw one at some point. And the Barak is just flying over Asava for fun. Oh, the Bov gets it by the looks of it. Or it could have been Sava. I think that's really the Pracha, I guess. And a Lavi. Is he just going to bomb in there? Alright. Prachas might go down. Sava will be fine. Oh. Okay. The Pracha almost looked like the Pracha got right between all the bombs on him, but nope, there's one last bomb landed right on top of it. It wasn't that lucky. Oh, and L-15M's also bombing. Oh, it looks like he's going after the BTR-40, which is currently capping Bravo, or was trying capping Bravo. So that's neutralized the point advantage. Oh, and looks like Firestarter's calling an M107 of his own. Looks like he's sending it to Foxtrot. And Makava 1 is getting the Drug. Nope, getting a M84. Base M84, which is a 75-point tank. And side shot. Rovier 90 are out. And Makava 2A. And the Makava 1's still alive because the AN died before it could finish it off. Oh, and the Maglans do have line of sight down there, so they're going to be suppressing all those transports along with the Makava 1. And Makava 2A is definitely going to work with his grenade launcher. Oh, 2 L-15Ms. One for each. Oh, looks like the Maglans are going to eat it. Ooh. Barkan got one hit, and Barak doesn't. Maglans are gone, and the Townham got pretty messed up. Oh, and that Makava 2A goes down. Volume is up too high again. Hey, don't want to do that. Anyway, these Givati are getting wrecked. That Oshkosh is in a bad spot. So he does have something that isn't a supply helicopter. Oh, Lavi is bombing. L-15M is bombing. They're just sending out their bombers. Ooh, good hit from the Lavi. L-15M, yeah, I've got some dudes as well. Oshkosh is surprisingly still alive. He should just be running that right back. And the thing is, at this point, once these guys go down, there's really not a lot stopping Firestarter from pushing to Charlie. Or at least pushing this force and getting a foothold there. Oh, L-15M's bombing again. Zelda? Oh, he's going for the Maglans, or whoever. I don't know if the Maglans actually shot at anything, or he just figured something's there. Oh. OT's going after a safe end. More Paddy coming up. Yeah, and Firestarter is counter-capping Foxtrot for that +1. And Firestarter is also probably wondering where the command is in Bravo. Where that command in Bravo is right now. Mastodon are going to discover, most likely. It's only one armor. So, yeah. It'll go down just as easily as a unarmored vehicle, basically. And L-15M is also out. So looks like it's bombing in the top corner here. Nope. Ooh, what's that? Barak 2 wipes out the L-15M. Yeah, Sear goes down, but the BTR-40 is still in the fight. I think the Barak 2 also went down. Crashed down there and slid up the hill. War game, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Zelda went down. Warp into the building. Classic. Oh, Lavi's bombing again. The OT went down. Pato Branchy. Yeah, they make it out. Yeah, the Lavi just... It's just not a great bombing pattern on it, I find. Yeah, Givati just... That's a lot of firepower coming down on him. CV in. The BTR-40 Picot and Bravo went down, so that's giving Firestarter +2 now. 80 conquest points to 64. Oh, he's calling them out individually. Yeah, if you're there, especially if they're all going to the same place, what you want to do is you want to call your infantry just in a stack all together and then split them up once they get close to the front. Because otherwise it just takes them so much longer because it's just spawn, because you see their spawn, one spawns. And then you have to wait a bit. And then another spawns. You have to wait a bit. And so on and so forth. Just slows things down a little bit. And L-15Ms are bombing probably the Ice Sherman. Oh, he spotted the half-pack by the looks of it. Oh, they fired because they didn't turn the machine guns off. One of the Ice Shermans goes down. Oh, Pad Rancher, yeah, wrecking in the Kava 1. This here's just, resupplying there. What's over here? It is an Anafa with Maglans. Oh my. I think there's just a line of helicopters across the bottom. He does not want anything sneaking in. Ice Sherman's providing some support. I'm surprised that thing gets 9 rounds a minute out of that turret with that gun. Anyway, Givati are just getting wrecked, especially since they have a magazine-fed machine gun. Morale damage just gets rid of their ability to fight. Oh, Lavi's bombing. A little bit of damage, not a lot. But more Givati are in the fight now. These 1925, yeah. Oop, and the smoke is partially blocking line of sight. Proletariat attack moving by looks at, so they just stop and shoot. Paddy Branch and on the other hand have made it across. Oh, they're not getting into the building. Oh, and these guys are just running across the open too. And the L-15M is bombing, probably going for the Gavati. Or the I-Sherman. Nope, it's the Gavati. And these guys are just unloaded on the open, so yeah, they're just gonna get pretty chewed up. There goes one. Up, Rock 2 going down. I don't think it got the... Oh, it actually gets the L-18. Sava does not get the kill. No, that guy made it out. I don't... Oh. And now if I goes down to the Praga, because flank security, it's a good idea. Oh, another Makava 2A with Rovier 90. I don't know if the that L-15M went down to the Barak too. Oh, halfback, yeah, they're getting shot to hell. And that's what they get for wearing a radio on their back. And there goes Charlie. That's... Oh, and I didn't point out, but yeah, the guys up here in Foxtrot got wrecked by, looks like M84 and Paddy Branch. So that's now giving Firestarter +6. I would not be surprised if there's a CV on the way for Charlie for the +8. 252 conquest points to 64. And the Lavi's called out and going away now. Another L-18. It's just a pretty standard 130 point ASF. I like it. It's a hoop. And yeah, I'm not quite sure what NTech can do right now. He calls out the Levy again and evacs it again. Oh, Megach 7C, Gemel. The extent to what you can do with an M60, I take it. And it's about to get wrecked by an M84. Oh, Lavi's bombing. L-18's going after it. Oh, looks like the Lavi made it out. Bombed the something. Gemel actually got the M84. Then again, it's a 75 point tank versus a 95 point tank, so not entirely surprising. And I'm actually surprised it was... Oh, they got this fire. Fire there made him move out into the open by the looks of it. And NAFA there. NAFA's... They're going after the M1107. I don't know if they're going to be able to get it. No, they looks like they might get it. You know, reduce that to a +5 instead of a +6. Makava 3B's just driving down the road. It's getting shot by the M84. Oh, gets a firing computer reset. That is a nice crit, dude. And it takes out the AN. L-15M's coming for it. He's just calling out a bunch of Pragas. He looks like he was calling out an M1107 for Charlie. Oh, they're looking for the Alpha CV, but the L-18's gonna get him. Oh, but and it misses. Oh, Praga gets that one. He spotted the M1107 there. And he spotted it there. Is he going to try and send like a Lavi out for him or what? Oh, he's exhausted all of his R-73s. And Barak 2 is out. So going to try and get the L-18 or something? I don't know, is there any... Oh yeah, the Sava and the Bob 30 will probably wreck the Barak. Yeah, it's evacing. Actually, is that a 40 ECM plane? 50% ECM even. Oh, I thought it was only 40. It's better than I thought it was. Oop, kerosene leak. And it makes it out. Oh, and that Alpha is down. It looks like it got the CV and Alpha. As far as now, you know, only a +4. And yeah, he's just pinging that there. And 496. And 500. Firestarter wins. Alright, so that's game. Firestarter was victorious with 500 conquest points to NTech 64. Firestarter had 2,630 kills. NTech came in at 1,775. Yep. Barak 2 did some work. Anyway. How do I want to characterize this battle? It's just kind of an odd battle. NTech was trying to rely on. Against Yugoslavia, you need air defense just because those L-15Ms are just going to be coming right at you all the time. It's kind of like Finland with the Hawk 51s or whatever. They're just going to be coming right at you, so you need air defense. And Israel's air defense is not great. The Makvet's okay. Shenev's, it's a 60-point Hawk. It's not great. It's not horrible. It's not as bad as people make it out to be, but it's not great. So, yeah, air defense is definitely one of Israel's weak points. But the Barak 2, as you can see, is easily capable of doing a fair amount of work under ideal circumstances. Aside from that, what else is there? I know, it's just kind of an odd opening. NTech didn't go into Gulf. He's very defensive there, and so he just gave up so much map control, which allowed Firestarter to cap so many points uncontested. Like, he didn't even try and defend Foxtrot, really. He just stuck in the one corner, and you can't really do that because the enemy can do what Firestarter did and just cap Foxtrot from the other side. As well, he kind of did it. Looks like his main thing was an alpha push. He just didn't manage it very well, especially because he got his 3B wiped out by the Padobranchi, and he just didn't have enough stuff there. Just not enough dudes. If you're doing an alpha push like that, you gotta get a lot of dudes in there, and he didn't. Aside from that, I think that's the big thing just from the beginning. It's just a opener was just poorly executed on NTech's part. Firestarter was pretty textbook, relatively. There's no super heavy, which is, you take it or leave it on this map. It depends on how you're playing. But, did very sinister. He went Golf and Bravo start. It's kind of balanced. It looked like he's a bit more biased towards a Bravo push than a Golf push. But he still had a fair amount of units in both sides, or in both zones. And it's a good thing that he did, because that allowed him to basically shut down NTech's alpha push. Aside from that, after that, and NTech was just did some silly things. A lot of beginner mistakes, I'd say. Just because, he has no ranked rank. I don't know what his exact number of games he has is, so it could be a couple, it could be a few, it could be a lot. I don't know. Aside from that is, just another game. Especially because you have Firestarter, who is, all jokes aside, he is a good player. He generally has a fairly decent idea of what he's doing. And so that definitely played a pretty big role in this battle. Too bad he didn't get that +8 going. That would have been hilarious. Also, I guess he needed better flank security, because, he actually didn't have any eyes down there whatsoever, which allowed those Anafas to sneak in and get 2 CVs and spot a third. Of course, NTech couldn't exploit spotting the third CV, but it is far too late in the game for him to do anything with that knowledge, but it's definitely something you want to consider. The enemy does that earlier in the game, that could be your, that could be game for you. You'd, put you into a death spiral. Anyway, I'm just going to keep rambling on and repeatedly saying anyway if I keep going. Call it here. I'm Xander Turon, and this was Game 25 of the first Reddit Open Tournament. You guys have a lovely day.